Rob's a helicopter with
I know.
with a chain.
And holds it. And holds a helicopter.
Thing is, Marvel has thousands of my dollars already.
Got you.
Thousands.
You were got.
Because I'm already years from now. I'm still going to be watching.
They got you.
They got me from
It's
2008.
inevitable.
Okay.
They can't even stop. You can't even stop that train right now.
What is Tarkin's goal right now with this new group?
So Tarkin, of course, is in charge of the entire Imperial force. Him and Darth Vader are equals.
Yeah, where's that Vader?
Well, you know.
Oh wait.
They- Well,
yeah.
don't forget now, Vader this is just after Order 66. So, oh man, how cool was it?
Yes. She blows up the TVA, right? And we get a bunch of different timelines, which I'm gonna go over because there's a bunch of different ones that we actually recognize. So let's start with one of them. It's because 2020 we had nothing. You know how hard, Dad? Let's really talk about this. You know how hard it was to get through 2020? I've had something Marvel, something superhero since I was 8. Every year since I was 8. And then 2020 is like, no, nothing.
I know.
All right, guys. Hi, welcome back to DNA Reviews. Today we are talking about Loki episode 4, guys. Episode 4. And we'll be talking about Bad Batch and some movie news. So make sure to stay tuned. So, guys, Dad, what did you think of this episode? What was your first initial thought?
So I like this episode from the jump. So I like how they started out in the beginning, showing us the young girl on Asgard. They said this is Asgard. And I was like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
And then they came down and grabbed her and took her into the time variant. So this was a good episode. This was a good episode. They gave us information from the episode before it, episode 3, which nobody liked. And
That is not true.
most people didn't like episode 3.
hope
But there was
not.
information from episode
With the
3.
chain.
And holds it.
Sorry, we're back. That was the wrong button.
Okay.
I meant to say, no, I liked episode 3, Dad. People really liked that episode. It was a little slower, but we got a lot of
finished
information
watching
from it.
episode 3. You were all like, I'm mad at this episode.
No, I was mad at
but
it.
we're here to talk about episode 4
Episode 4,
today.
episode 4. Okay,
Episode
sorry.
4. Episode 4 was good. It was good.
Good.
I liked it. Good information. I liked the stuff that happened. It was kind of fast, though. Stuff was happening real fast, you know? So, yeah, I liked it.
Oh, yeah. No, same. I really liked it. Overall, this was a really great episode, for sure. I'm comparing it to episode 2 and episode 4. I think this episode, I don't know, because episode 2 really holds, dear to my heart. But I think episode 4 right now is my favorite.
Yeah, it was good.
There's a lot of things happening.
Well, there's a lot of good information that happened in this thing. So
yeah, let's start from the beginning. And I do want to start from the beginning, and I want to start with my theories already.
go ahead.
So we see Lady Loki, we see Sylvie on Asgard as a kid.
Right.
She says as she's playing, she's like, I'm playing with Valkyrie. She's playing with the Valkyrie, right?
Right.
And so people on TikTok, this is their theory, where remember how Thor liked the Valkyrie and stuff like that?
Yeah.
And so people are comparing her to Thor, and they're thinking, well, maybe she grew up learning her background and a lot about people or something like that, and or she had a good upbringing, and that's why the TVA had to take her, because Lokis are not supposed to have a good life. They're supposed to be the plot device, pretty much. So they're like, you're too happy, so snatch you away.
That's the theory?
You know what I'm saying? The reason, because her playing with the Valkyrie and Thor really loving Valkyrie, but then when Loki met her, he was like, oh, you're a Valkyrie. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
How do people come up with this stuff? Are they sitting around trying to find something to talk about?
Yes, Dad.
This doesn't make any sense. So, what happened in any of the movies we watched that says that Loki that we know had a bad child?
Dad.
He had a good upbringing.
No, he did not. Dad. He didn't know. Dad. Okay. Loki is thousands. Wait.
That's his. When we meet Loki and Thor in
thousands of years.
Hold on. When we meet Loki and Thor in first Thor,
Yeah.
they were cool. Everybody was cool.
They were cool, but in the back,
They loved each other. So what indication does anyone have that Loki, who was loved by his mom and his mom taught him magic, we saw that in episode 3, what indication is there that he had a bad child upbringing?
He had a bad upbringing.
How do you know?
He did not have a
From
good...
what statement?
Dad, let me tell you. Let me tell you.
No, I don't want to hear your nonsense.
He's not even letting me do that. He's not even letting me tell you the situation. Okay. He had a bad upbringing because he didn't even know that he was adopted this whole time. I know he didn't figure that out until thousands of years later. He didn't have a good relationship with his father because he knew that his dad always favored Thor, and he didn't know why until he found out that he was a blue magic person. Whatever it's called, the blue guys.
Okay.
Blue ice.
All I'm saying is that whole theory.
He had a bad childhood.
That theory is a reach.
I know. It's a reach.
Like a reach.
It's a reach. Yeah.
Jesus. Like, we have nothing better to do than try to make up theories.
Anyway,
We
that
have
was the first scene.
okay. So from the first scene, we done got like five minutes of arguments.
We already have.
Listen.
We already have something.
Listen, that first scene, obviously,
A little close.
too close. Obviously, from that first scene, yes, there's something that's happening that they sent in old girl to get him, but we don't know what it is.
Yeah, we don't know
why. We probably
why.
figure it out in the next episode, but that theory is too far stretched. Too far fetched.
And it's too simple. Oh, she had a good upbringing, so we're gonna take her.
Nah. I heard a theory too.
Okay, so here we go. See, theories.
I don't know if I believe this either. I heard a theory that the reason why they grabbed her because Kang the Conqueror wanted her to come in to destroy the time variant. So he knew from watching her timeline that she could do it.
Right.
So he sent the girl in who in the comic books, I guess you were right from last week, is something to him. To Kang.
Chaos, yeah.
Right. So he wanted to happen so the whole thing could fall apart. I'm like, whatever.
I don't think so. I
think
know.
that's a reach too. You don't introduce Kang the Conqueror in a TV show.
Yeah, maybe like he'll be sneaked at the end, like they did
Like
with
the last,
like they did with Thanos,
like the
where
last one, yeah.
like an end credit scene, be like, here's his hand. That hand matches up with the comics, and so people, I'll be like, that hand matches up with the comics. And you see how his hand is placed? That has to be him. That kind of end credit scene.
It's just too much. Too much to think about, man.
That's
too much to
all in the
think
first
about.
scene.
That's just the
I know.
first scene.
So yeah, they take her, and the way that she escapes so easy.
Yeah,
She kicked the girl, and they looked at each other.
Yeah. But she didn't try. But she didn't try to stop her though.
I know.
So I'm saying.
But
now hold the thing. Her not trying to stop her is people theorizing. Why did she attempt to go after her and try to grab her? She wanted her to escape.
Yeah, because I feel like Black Girl, I don't know her name, sorry.
I can't remember her name.
Girl is working with Kang the Conqueror. She is working with him.
She could be working with him.
Let me look up the cast.
She could be working with him.
I think that she is. Because why is she so...
You think she knows?
Ravonna.
You think she knows that everybody's a variant?
Yes. I mean, I think that she does know. I really do think that she's working with King the Conqueror because she would have, I feel like from C20, she would have been like, okay, well, that means I'm a variant. And she would have also been like curious about her past.
Or could
Why
she just be,
so,
could she just be so loyal to the TVA that she doesn't want anybody's
opinions
about it? And I don't believe what you're saying.
Yeah.
She could have drunk the Kool-Aid and just be like, no,
like whatever, just
but
go
no,
with it.
More than likely there's something devious going on.
Yeah, I think Ravonna's working with King the Conqueror. I really do like that like theory. And also, like, not to be stereotypical and stuff, but like the guy that's playing King the Conqueror is black.
Jeez.
He is black. She's black.
Let me give you a little side note.
Sorry.
Just talk about something different here a second, but the same vein. So when they came out with the last Star Wars movie, what was it? Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah.
So they put this. There was a black girl who was in it. See, you don't remember her. You don't remember her. She was in this. She was in a couple of scenes at the end where she was riding a horse and anyway.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
The theory was, this has got to be Lando's daughter.
Dang.
Lando's daughter. That's Lando's daughter.
People went all the way. That's the thing.
Lando's black. He's the only black person in Star Wars. So obviously, this must be his daughter. Anyway. All right, so back to this. Back to Loki.
So yeah, we're still at the beginning. She escapes so easily. So yeah maybe Ravonna has some type of
My thing is though, she was like Well, we don't know how they age, but she was a kid. Okay?
Right. She was obviously a kid.
So how did she survive all these years?
She's a magician. She every time something happens, she just moved to a different place or yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyway.
She's a Loki. Loki's never die.
Anyway, keep going.
Okay, so what happens after? So yeah, we go back to Lamentis. We go back to the scenes in Lamentis, and Loki and Sylvie are having a moment there.
Yeah.
And so what do you think the Nexus event was in that scene?
Well, here it is. You have two of the same beings in close proximity to each other causing some kind of event, because when Morbius was looking across the timeline, he saw this massive Nexus event.
Right.
So they're falling in love or about to kiss, or some weird kissing myself situation was about to happen.
We will get into it.
Okay.
We will.
So that was supposed to happen. And as that was happening, it caused a Nexus event, because she usually can hide in them. But she couldn't hide in this disaster because every time she's been there before, it was just her. But now there's two variants at the same time. So it caused a Nexus event.
I think, so I also think the same thing. And in that scene, right before we find out that a Nexus event happens, Sylvie like touches Loki's hand, like his arm or something like that. And then that's when it's spiked.
Right, that's when it's spiked.
So it's like...
Yeah. So I got another thing about this.
I'm mad.
I got another thing about this particular scene. You know me, I am the person that brings logic into all of this. And then you say, go with it, Dad.
You have to go. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm the logic bearer, right?
Okay.
So the TVA wants to kill Sophie, right?
So Sylvie.
Whatever her name is.
Sylvie.
TVA wants to kill her, right? They want her dead. Right?
Right.
Okay. Why not leave them on the planet that's about to explode?
Because it makes a Nexus event, so you can't leave them. You can't leave them there, because if you leave them there, Nexus event happens. So there's a theory here already. There's an answer to this. They had to bring them back to TVA.
Why bring both back?
And reset. I mean, I don't know, but they had to reset. They could have
brought back Loki and left Sylvie.
No, but the thing is, her mind is already changed. Like the reason Nexus event happened is because both Lokis have fallen in love with themselves. They have finally accepted themselves. Just because of that thought, Nexus event. So you have to take them both back and reset the timeline.
That's your theory?
Yes.
Okay, I'll go with it. Go ahead. I'll go with this one. I'll go with this one. Go ahead.
So so now that they bring them back, and I actually really like that scene when they bring them back to to the jail cells and all walk in. It's like a slow motion scene. Great scene. I like it, Dad.
That's all right. Go ahead.
And Loki is taken back with Mobius, and Loki's like he tells him the TVA is lying to you, and he's like, just send him in to this like red rectangle place.
Yeah.
And he's like, what is this place? And we see Sif.
Yeah.
We see Sif from last time we saw her was Thor 2.
Thor 2.
I don't even know, 2011 maybe, I don't know.
Something like that, yeah.
Something like that. So it's been a really long time since we've seen her, which it was cool.
Yeah.
And she looked the exact same.
Yep.
She did not age. I mean 10 years,
Yeah.
But
yeah, it was a good scene. And it was a loop.
Yeah.
And she kept doing the same thing over and over and over.
It reminded me of Dormammu with Doctor Strange.
So to put him in a time loop to drive him crazy, so he could soften him up, and come ask him questions.
Yeah.
And then Mobius was like, "Well, tell me what you mean by, it's a lie or whatever."
Yeah.
And of course he tells him about the girl, and then Mobius did him good though. He tricked him good when he said, "Yeah, she's dead."
Yeah, she's dead. B-15 killed her.
Yeah.
Period.
Boom, dead. And then Loki tried to play it off.
Right?
Good riddance.
Good riddance. I don't care.
Whatever. I don't care about her.
I don't care.
I don't care if she's dead. I don't care. Anyway.
Yeah, so Mobius and him, go back and forth.
Yeah.
And what was I going to say? He keeps talking about this girlfriend situation. So here we go. Here we are at this point that I need to talk about this. Because okay? Sylvie and him cannot be in a relationship. The thing is, I think that the Nexus event was him accepting himself. Finally being like, okay, I can be loved. Because if I love this person as a sibling, which I don't get how after 12 hours, you're already like, this is a great person. Oh my gosh. Just I feel like it's more of an accepting himself, which he's never done before, I guess, or he's never loved himself. and that's the Nexus event, and that is the metaphor.
And he was about to test it too. Well, later on, we'll get there. But he was about to test it. We'll get there.
It makes me so mad.
Yeah, we could do without that whole.
We could really do without the love story. I'm like, oh, let's try to do a love story here and there, or with these shows, but it just doesn't fit Loki.
It's awkward.
It's awkward. It's weird. It just doesn't make any sense to me. You know.
That's you. That's you. It's almost like her sister.
Just no, like.
Hashtag Marvel incest.
What do y'all do? No. What do you think about Sylvie and Loki? Because I really don't think that they should be in a relationship.
I don't think either.
It just.
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens later. We'll
see what happens in the next 2 episodes.
Yeah.
So after that scene happens, what happens? We go to either it's the scene with B-15 and Sylvie.
So B-15 comes up, walks up and grabs her pruner.
Her prune stick.
Prune stick.
Oh, there's a theory about that. There's a theory or like an observation.
What's the theory?
Is that it looks like a pencil. So there's the sword, and then there's the prune, which is the eraser. And it's supposed to be like they're rewriting history. So they have to destroy, and that's so it looks like a pencil. Like they rewrite it, and then they erase history and
It's a reach.
Another reach.
Another reach. Anyway, so she shows up with her prune stick.
Yeah.
And she's like, I want to see the prisoner. I'm gonna prune her or whatever.
Yeah.
She goes in and she's affected. She's affected from since what, episode 2?
Yeah.
Episode 2. And she's like, which is a great episode by the way. And she comes in and she's like, what did you do to me?
Yeah.
And
she's like, you made something up. You put these in my head.
In my head, yeah.
And so like, no.
And she must have had a good life.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was telling Mom when we were watching it, when she found out it was all fake, I'd have been like, I'm good now.
Oh my gosh. What kind of life is this? I guess you can like travel the timelines.
I get 3 meals, and obviously she's not missing any. I get 3 meals.
That's not.
What are you talking about? I get 3 meals. I got a bed, and I get to go anywhere I want to go in time. I'm good. Where are you gonna put me back? Where? Now, if I came from here's the thing. If I came from 2020 or something, yeah, put me back. If it was like 1950s, I'm good.
2020? No. Can we do like 2025?
Whatever.
Can we do 2025?
But if she's from like the 1950s?
The 50s, I'd be like, I'm okay. I'm doing really fine right now. Like
Black 1950s?
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm good. Just leave me where I'm at.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, she was having a good life, and when she went back,
she was like, "I looked happy."
Yeah, she said, "I look happy," so she wanted to go back. So she's like, "What do we do next?"
Yeah, and that's where that scene cuts, and Sylvia's put back. And the scene where Mobius and Ravonna are both in the room talking about like, we fixed it, we're good, and like he's trying to get answers out of her without being suspicious. He's like, "What's going on here?" And she's like, "Nothing. We're fine. We did it. Don't worry about it."
Yeah. One thing with that scene kind of threw me off when she comes back and they can't tell that B-15 is different or something. Like they don't know what's happening with their people, so obviously they can't read their minds. But how does she disappear within the TVA? Nobody's monitoring inside. How does she just disappear? How is it you can't find her? Find B-15. She's been corrupted.
Yeah.
How can you
maybe B-15 is like way like because there's C, C, B, and there's probably
C-21,
A. So she's probably high up ranking, and like they're like, well, you have a little bit more leeway or something.
I've been around.
Yeah, or something. I don't know.
Whatever.
But yeah, she got away. But yeah, so the scene with them two was a good scene. I was scared for Mobius a little bit. I thought she was gonna get him there and be like, put it back. Like,
yeah, when he switches the thing.
And then when he switched to the little like time whatever, I thought she was gonna be like, put it back. And he'd be like, oh no. But no, he gets it and he goes back to Loki where Loki is still with Sif doing this whole thing and he finally like gets to himself and be like, I'm a narcissist, blah, 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 whatever. See, he's figuring out himself and that's why I think the next event happened.
Are you the one that told me that when she says there's another person like you, there's multiple Morbiuses?
Who said that?
Okay, so I thought it was you told me, but somebody was talking about this theory. Maybe I heard it on the internet. They were like, when he got there, he's like, what's this? Remember in episode 1, he's like, whose cup is this? And she was like, that's your cup. And he was like, oh, okay. So you think like another timeline himself showed up and used this cup before he got reset, but he forgot this cup was it? I don't know. People just making stuff up. Because like he's been in this room before. Yeah. And she's like, there's other people who do the same job you do, but is he a clone? Is there multiple people like him? We're about to find out that he got dusted.
Yeah, he got dusted. We're gonna figure out all that stuff because it's like, yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do want to talk about all that stuff. But yeah, so he goes back and gets Loki, and they're like, this was a great moment between him and Mobius. They were like becoming friends, and Loki was like, you can see me as a friend instead of just trusting two devious Loki.
I'll tell you a little secret. Right there is when I knew he's gonna die.
Yeah, because they were too nice. It was too nice.
Right
I didn't know.
Yeah. Right there. Listen, you could always tell somebody about they get killed in any movie or any show.
Yeah.
When the plot turns for you to feel that person, you dead.
You dead.
So if you're in a show and you read it, damn, you're about to kill me.
I don't want to read the next page.
I don't want to read the next page. I'm nice.
Yeah.
I'm about to die.
Rucker.
Yeah.
No, yeah, so they leave and Ravona's there and she's like, prune him. She's like, where's my little thingamabobber?
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, I switched it on accident.
Yeah.
Sorry, no. She's like, bye with that. Prune him. And he gets pruned.
She just pruned him. She just
quick, not even like a talk about it.
Let's arrest him. Let's lock him up, and then maybe we prune him after we get him.
No.
Trial. No trial.
No. Pruned him, and Loki was devastated. That's his friend.
Yeah, he had a little tear in his eye. He was all like,
I know, because like they were finally making a connection. Because that's the thing, he never makes a connection with somebody. Yeah. He recently made a connection with Thor. Oh, hopefully my mic is still good. Sorry. He recently made a connection with Thor in Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah. Then he got killed.
And then he got killed. But 2012 Loki never got to experience that.
That's what happened there, right? He became nice, and then he died.
He died too many times. So yeah, now Ravonna takes Sylvie and Loki to the end, to the elevator to meet the timekeepers.
Again, makes no sense, but go ahead.
Why does that make no sense?
Why do I need to see you? I want to kill you. What do I need to see?
No, the timekeepers are mad.
They don't have cameras. They can't.
No,
they can't look. You can't look at a monitor and see. Light them up and kill them. Why do they have to be in the same room?
No, well, before we know that they're robots and stuff like that, it's a pride thing. You think of it as like I want to see you in person. I want to see you get killed in person because you messed up this whole thing that wasn't supposed to be messed up. Here we go.
And they're androids. So what? They don't have pride.
But it's a thing. You know what I mean? It's
it's a go with it.
Just it's not even a go with it.
Say it. Say it.
Sure, it's a go with it.
All right. It's a go with it. So every now and then when we can't explain why this happened and this made no sense. Not a go with it, we just say, just go with it.
Or maybe Kane the Conqueror, because he's the one that's behind this, can't see anything until they're in the time, whatever. Anyways. There was a good fight scene there, a little fighting.
Was it though?
Yeah. I was like, Loki, yo.
The fight scene. Look,
they're weak.
Everything was good except for that fight scene. Mm-hmm. That fight scene was bad. Now, everybody across the internet is talking about how great this episode is. Oh, it's my favorite episode.
Yeah, it's good.
The episode was good for what it was. But that fight scene was trash.
It just, we didn't.
It was late.
Where did B-15 go? Like, we didn't even see her get pruned. She just kind of disappeared. Like, we don't even know where she went.
Right?
Like.
Yeah, that fight scene.
But the fight scene, I say it's fine.
It wasn't even fine. I was mad at the fight scene.
Oh, you're mad at it? I was like,
put some stunt doubles in or something.
That's what I'm saying.
Because the fight scene was slow.
Put in the stunt doubles.
Slow.
Yeah.
Cuts and slow.
Yeah.
I was like, I was cringing at it.
Yeah.
I was like,
yeah.
Who wrote this?
Choreographed it.
Yeah. They got Leia. Leia, we need you to choreograph this fight scene.
But anyways, so what happens? They try to talk to the people, and Sylvie throws the sword, and we find out it's Android.
Yeah.
So who do you think? You think it's Kane the Conqueror behind it?
Yeah, I don't know. That's the working theory on the internet right now, Kane the Conqueror. But I just don't think it's gonna be Kane the Conqueror, because we know he's going to be an Ant-Man. So, I don't know. Maybe you set him up in a TV show, but I don't think it is. But you know what? It could be. To be honest with you, other than that, I have no clues of who it could be.
Right.
Not one.
Because I don't, when I saw that it was the Android, I wasn't like too shocked. I wasn't like, oh my gosh. Because it was just kind of like, okay.
I know mom and I watched it and she threw the sword and cut the guy's head off. Mom was like, she was like,
oh
what?
My gosh.
She got him, you know?
She got him, yeah.
But it was an Android head. It was an Android head. And then she was like, mindless androids.
Yeah, so it's just like, who set up these androids? What does this mean?
Now, in that scene right there, after she cut off his head, Loki is like, I think we caused some kind of event. And he said, let me test something. He was trying to go back to do the same thing he did on the planet and see what would happen next. And then old girl dusted him or pruned him.
Ravonna pruned him. That was shocking. I was babysitting at this time because, okay, you're not going to mess up my Wednesdays. Bro, you think you're going to mess up my Wednesdays? No, you're not. And so they need me to babysit on a Wednesday. And I was like, that's fine. I put the little girl to bed for her nap, and I watched my Loki. So the dad was in the office, and I know he heard me going through all the emotions. So when he got pruned, I cried. It was rough.
When he got pruned, a lot of emotion went to my head. Like, whoa! So the rest of this the last two episodes is going to be about Sylvie.
Yeah,
because sure it's called Loki. So I was like, oh man, they straight up killed Loki.
Like, but it was so fast, and they just kind of the way it hurt.
But then when my mind settled, I thought to myself, no, he went somewhere. I swear. Before the end credits scene, I said to myself, no, there's no way Tom Hiddleston only came in for 4 episodes.
I don't know. People did predict that the show would focus around Sylvie at some point. So I was like, oh wow. Like when he got killed, it was so quick, and then she was like, you're gonna tell me everything. And then it just went to credits, and then there was just the song.
Now, okay.
And it was like, wow. And the only reason why I knew that there was an end credit scene was because I was in such shock that I sat there. I was like, we're listening to the entire song.
It's always from the second.
Yeah.
Now here is where my logic, here's come logic again.
I can't, Dad. Just enjoy the episode.
Let me do the logic, then you can tell me go with it. Okay, listen. So when when Sylvie grabs the pruning stick and goes to her, and Ravonna was like, go ahead and do it. Okay. Then she says, no, you're gonna tell me what I know. That's like me saying, shoot me. I'm not gonna shoot you, but if you don't tell me what I want to know, I will shoot you. But I told you to shoot me.
I don't know. She'll figure something out. I'll probably put the thing on her.
So, I don't understand what the threat was. I told you to do it.
No, Dad.
What are you threatening me with?
Yeah.
I told you to do it.
Yeah, the thing is, with the next episode, we'll see how that works out, because Ravonna might be like, I'm not telling you anything. Like, or Ravonna does want to go to the pruning thing and be like, I need to go see Kane the Conqueror. I need to go talk to him and to fix everything.
Or wherever you go in this thing sends
wherever you go. And so that's another. So there's a couple theories that I have for this as well. And so when we get to the end credit scene, we see the several Lokis. We see one. Let's talk about the Lokis that we see. So the first Loki we see is like a Thor version of Loki.
Yeah, the black guy. Yeah.
Yeah, the black guy. He's holding a hammer.
A really small hammer.
No, it looks like the right size.
No, it wasn't a Thor size hammer.
Yeah, it was.
No.
Episode
for that size guy?
For Loki and credit. Let me look at the images. I can't spell. So yeah, it's a regular size.
I guess he's just big.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a regular size hammer.
I guess he's just big, so to me it looks smaller. Yeah.
But yeah, oh, why do you have to be so logical? Just cry, Loki died. It was sad. No, it definitely hurt. And so yeah, it looked like it. So Loki became king in that like variant or whatever. Yeah. And then there's Kid Loki here.
Yeah.
We see a crocodile
Loki,
which is really interesting because that means that there is
a frog Thor.
Right. There has to be a bunch of different animal adventures. And I want to see that movie. I want to see that animation.
Yeah, I'm about to say animation.
Animation, not movie. Sorry.
Movie, please.
I want to see that animation of just animal.
Frog Thor and Crocodile Loki.
No, all of them. All the Avengers have a different animal. I want to see the entire movie. I want to see the entire show. That would just be so fun. That would be Y7.
Please don't do it. Please don't.
That would be Y. That's for the kids.
You could barely watch Bad Batch.
I'm invested, so I would watch it.
Right.
I would watch it.
Right.
So we also see like an old Loki, which is from. He's wearing like he's
wearing the costumes from the 70s. Yeah,
the costume.
He's in a throwback Loki 70s costume.
Right. Yeah. So that's really interesting to see. And so one of the theories is that every variant that we've seen, every person that we've seen in this show is a Loki. Every single person.
Every person in
every variant.
The TVA?
Mobius, B-15, C-20 is a Loki variant. And Kang the Conqueror is trying to get rid of all these Lokis for some reason. Because people are like, why didn't they go after the Avengers for messing up the timeline, right? Or why didn't they go after like all these other situations, but they go after Loki when he takes the Tesseract, but you don't go after Thanos for wiping half the universe?
That was supposed to happen.
But that's what they keep saying. That's the thing. That's what they keep saying. That like that's supposed to happen. So maybe every person there is a Loki, and when when in the very first episode when they're like. Did they say prune him after the trial? Would she like prune him or wipe him or something like that?
We didn't get to that point, but it was going to do it. But then Mobius showed up.
Yeah, I think they were going to wipe him and be like, "You're now going to be a part of the TVA or something." Mm-hmm. But every single person, that'd be crazy though. It's just like
everybody in the TVA is a Loki.
Got taken.
I don't buy that one. It's a good theory.
It's like interesting.
It'd be a good twist. Mm-hmm. I'd be like, "Whoa, who wrote this?" But I don't think that's the case.
I don't think so. And then, this one's a joke one. Because Loki saw all his variants. So people were like, Mobius probably saw all his variants and probably saw all, like, people put, like, edits of him in all his movies. And
whoa.
Yeah. And, and even Cars.
He's in Cars?
He's the car. Owen Wilson is the
car. The main car guy?
The main car, which is Lightning McQueen.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So they even have the car there.
I didn't know that.
So, yeah, it was funny. I was like, maybe they'll be like, maybe when you get pruned, you go to your own universe or whatever.
Well, we're about to find out. But it was good. It was a good episode. I like the end credits scene. I like seeing all the Lokis. And they're like, if you want to live, you got to come with us.
Yeah, and did you see how hell was spelled Hel?
No, I didn't see that.
You gotta see real fans put on the CCs, put on the closed captions because there's extras. There's extra little seeds.
So why was it spelled Hel?
Right? Hella. I don't know. But you know how Hella is like the person of the person? Like the person, I don't know, Dad.
That's Thor's sister.
Yes. That's his sister too.
Not by blood.
That's Thor's sister. Yeah.
That's Thor's sister.
Yeah, but she's dead. Because it's a different time.
Nobody dies in Marvel, man.
I would love to see Cate Blanchett again.
She was good.
She was great as that character.
She was.
Yeah.
She was good. She was good, hella.
Yeah.
She did a good job.
And I'm sad though. She only got that one thing.
Nah, I'm good. Don't mess it up. She did a good job. You only do it twice, because then you're just gonna overdo everything that was good.
That's true. That's what they do.
Yeah, they overdo everything that's good. So no, she was good. And that was it. It was over.
So
all right. Well, that's your theories for.
That's it. I think.
What do you think's gonna happen in the next episode?
Dad, that's the thing. I think that they're gonna focus on Sylvie because everything's messed up now. The Nexus event is happened. Either it's gonna happen between 4 and 5, or it's gonna officially happen in 5. In episode 5.
You know what's funny? We were watching it, right? We were watching. The show, Mom and I, and we were watching it in the office. And I was like, it's about to be the multiverse of madness, right? Yes. Mom looked at me like, you're such a nerd.
This is a game. It's serious.
It's about to be the multiverse of madness. I know. It was so cool to watch.
Yes.
When I was watching that, I was like, whoa. Do it.
Yeah,
Do it.
right? You're just really get into it. And so yeah, I think that in the next episode we're either gonna have this Nexus event really happen, and then Sylvie's gonna be like, okay, what does this all mean? You need to explain it to me, and then we're gonna figure out who these other Lokis are, because
I'm dying to know who put the androids in place.
Who put the androids in?
Is anything true being said here? Because you know the whole story about the Time Variant Authority, they were formed because all the timelines were out of control. It was causing chaos throughout the universe. So they came together to bring it to one timeline.
Yeah.
Is that all even true?
The thing is, the one timeline thing matches up with Kane the Conqueror. That matches up with him.
Is that true, though? Is it all true? What's going on?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it'd be cool to get to it. So 2 more to go.
Yeah. Do I want to say my Loki? I don't remember my Spider-Man. We'll save it for later. My Spider-Man predictions with Loki. We'll do that with movie news. So you have to stay tuned. So your rating for this episode?
Give it an 8.
I don't know how. I give it a solid A, so a 90, a 9 out of 10.
Give it an 8.
A B.
I give it 8.5.
A B plus. Okay.
I give it 8.5. The fight scene, man.
Dad.
I have to subtract. The fight scene was sloppy.
It was sloppy.
It was like, look, we don't spend a bunch of money in this show to do special effects. We're not hiring no stunt man. So y'all go out there and make it look good.
They're gonna make it look good. But yeah, the graphics were good. The graphics were good. Yeah.
They spent a lot of money in the graphics in the third one.
In third episode, yeah. That episode is just beautiful.
That was beautiful. A lot of
and
graphics.
This episode stands up with that theory I saw on TikTok with the colors. This episode was very blue. It was a lot of blues, which is the Tesseract, which is Space Stone. Which is Space Stone. And this one, the Space Stone is like going, it actually matches up. The Space Stone is going to different places, and Loki got pruned, and he went to a different place. The next 2 episodes will be, I think, Mind. I know we're still waiting on green, and we're still waiting on yellow.
Listen to me. When you see those colors, you need to text me and say, "Hey, Dad, look at this scene with this color." Because first of all, I don't even look at the color palettes. I can't even tell.
God, it's so important as a film major. The whole end scene was blue. The entire end fight scene all of that was very blue.
I didn't see nothing.
I wonder if it's gonna be green the next episode.
If it is green, then your theory is right.
Okay. Or that girl's theory.
Whatever.
Okay. I think that's it.
Yep.
Are we good for Loki? I think that's all. Do you have
on to the
anything
Bad
else
Batch
to say for this? All right, we're gonna move on to the Bad Batch.
What color is Bad Batch?
Blue. Why is it not working? Oh no, guys.
This is blue.
Yeah, this one turned blue. Do you see another remote? Because I do have 3 remotes.
Jesus.
It's a mess.
Hot mess.
I'm disappointed in this.
All right, let's move on to the Bad Batch.
All right, I guess we're staying on green. No, Dad, we can't just stay on green.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Banter.
I have nothing to say. Let's talk about the Bad Batch. So, this episode of the Bad Batch was episode 10. What was it called? What was this episode called? I can't remember. Anyway, so in this particular episode of the Bad Batch, we come, and I really love this episode. And I love this episode because it continues the story of the politics of the Empire and what's happening on the planet. And I really want to know what's happening in the Empire after Order 66. So I am dying to know what's going on. So I love watching what's happening here. So we come to the planet. We see that there's a senator by the name of Avi Singh, which is the most earthbound name I've ever heard in my life, because Avi Singh is a real name. Anyway.
Oh, really?
Yes. So he comes to, he's in there. He's all disgusted at the Empire, and he has to cow down. And these people are occupying our planet, and they've like given this speech, and he's supposed to go out there and just kiss the ring.
No,
right? They want to just kiss the ring and say, but he's like, no. He tells the robot, or the android, or the droid, whatever you want to call it. He tells her, just follow, you know what to do when I do whatever I do, and follow my lead and all that kind of good stuff. And he goes out there, does his thing, and he's like, I'm not doing this. We have to resist and fight these people, and we're not gonna cow down. You guys don't belong here, and all this other stuff. And And then
at that scene, I was with Sophia, and I was like, kill him. Sorry. No, you are going against the Empire?
Yeah.
But
But see,
Sophia was like, wow, tell us how you really feel. I'm like, okay, you're going against the Empire.
But look, this is the early days of the Empire when they were trying to keep the charade of we're here to save you. They weren't at the point yet where it was just like, because don't forget, if you remember, in the beginning of episode 4, Star Wars episode 4, the which was never named this until later on, New Hope. But Star Wars episode 4, New Hope, at the very beginning, when he captures Princess Leia, Leia says to him, wait till the Senate hear about this. This is outrageous. The Senate will never go for this. And he says, we've disbanded the Senate.
That's cool.
Yeah.
We've
disbanded the Senate. So there's no more Senate. Yeah. But that doesn't happen for like another 20 years. This is back when they were trying to pretend.
We're good.
We're here to help.
Oh,
don't worry about the guns.
That makes sense now. Okay.
Yeah.
Some people like, wow, and I'm like, no, you're going as Empire.
No, they weren't even to shoot him up stage yet. They weren't to shoot him up stage yet. It was basically just, okay, we're here to help you. But then when he would start talking this trash, which just blew me away because you're in front of everybody. Yeah. She was like, get him. Get him. She was like,
time to go.
Get him off the stage. Get him off the stage.
Yeah.
And then they start moving in with the walkers. The classic Star Wars sound. And then walkers come in. By the way, here's another logic thing. That's real quick. Nope. Logic. Throw it away. Logic. Why are we using walkers when wheels are more effective than legs? Like you can walk slow. If you're a walker coming at me with a walker, I'm just jumping my bike. Anyway, all right. I just go with it. Just go with it. So the walkers move in, the troopers move in, they kidnap him. Old girl from the robot calls out to space and says, "Hey, we need your help."
Yes. And so the Bad Batch go. They're still in debt after like 6-7 episodes.
How much money you owe?
How that one job that they did for you? Like how much money did
they owe from when they lost the droid head.
Yeah, but that was so long ago.
It was a big score though.
Yeah.
And they gave it away, so they got to pay that back. I guess I don't know.
And they've been in debt forever, so finally they're out of debt at episode 10.
Yes.
And I just like seeing the Empire again.
Yes, the Empire part to me is the best part.
Yeah, for sure.
That's when you see how the world is growing, building, things are happening. I'm really interested in that. I'll tell you a little secret. Don't tell anybody. When they were like, "Hey, Omega, you're gonna have to stay behind," I was like,
"Okay."
I was like, "Yes."
Here we go. We're staying behind
because she can't be kidnapped and can't get in trouble.
Yeah.
And then we have to go save Omega.
Yeah. I know. So this time someone else got kidnapped and they have to save them.
Exactly.
The Prime Minister.
They had the senator. And they have to go save him. And then they get to the planet. They were all mad too because he was a separatist.
Yeah.
He was a separatist, right? One of the original separatists. They didn't want to go help him because we've been fighting these guys for like 20 years.
Yeah. So
they were mad about it. They thought the whole thing was a trap. But it was a good episode. I really enjoyed this episode.
Yeah, it was good. They save him, and the B plot was with Omega, and she just we find out that she's more of a strategy droid.
Yeah.
Droid. Bad Batch, clone.
Yeah.
So
have you seen the internet meme of her with the Boba Fett hair?
No.
Yeah, because they put them next to each other. That's his twin sister.
Twins. Yeah. Oh wow.
Pretty good.
That's cool. Well, yeah, they she's the strategy one because like the Bad Batch is like they have something. They have something special. So we find that out. And yeah, this episode, was good. Like what else did I write about it?
For the Marvel movie, for the Loki, you have like 12 bullets. For Bad Batch, you had 3 bullets. Empire, save the Prime Minister, Omega.
I don't know what else to say.
You're like,
I don't know what else to say.
Stuff happened. What
are your predictions?
Listen, I'll be honest with you. I have no predictions. I have no predictions for. I didn't even know I was gonna make it to episode 10.
We're doing it for y'all. We're doing this for y'all.
I had no clue that I was gonna make it this far.
Yeah,
like none. But I'm glad I stuck in because I do like the little politics stuff.
I like the politics. I want them to expand on the politics.
Episode 11, I think we're gonna come back to Hunter now. Hunter's been gone.
No, I'm done. You mean Crosshair?
Sorry,
please,
Crosshair.
Okay,
sorry. Crosshair. I think we're gonna come back to Crosshair in episode 11 because it's time to bring him back. I think they know everybody like Crosshairs when they were writing this show.
Yeah.
So they didn't want to, you got to keep him like Vader, right? Elusive and mysterious. So I think it's episode 11. Crosshairs is gonna come back. Maybe episode 12. I think we're gonna see some people we know from before. Maybe Ahsoka.
I hope not Ahsoka. I hope the Darth Vader. I'm watching the show because of your Darth Vader.
I don't even know how you're gonna bring Vader in though.
No, the way you said it, where she gets taken and Vader. Listen, y'all gotta watch the last episode.
If they do what I said with Vader,
yeah.
You should make that a short.
I did. It's on TikTok. Follow me on TikTok, Leia AA.
So yeah, if they bring Vader in, it'd be cool to do it. But the only way I could see them bringing Vader in is the way I said to do it. Otherwise, what's the point of bringing Vader in?
Yeah,
because you can't fight with him.
No, yeah.
That's you can't shoot at him.
That's the way we kill off a person, so it gets like all somber, like, oh, I'm sad. No, the rest of them get away. You kill Wrecker.
So let me ask you a question: if one of the Bad Batch had to die, who should die?
Wrecker.
That's.
Sorry. Oh wait, finish your question. Finish your question.
You already answered.
No, okay, guys. We love Wrecker, but Wrecker's the soft one, and so that's the way to go. As a writer,
that's the heartstringer.
As the heartstringer, you have to go for Wrecker. You can't really go for Echo. Echo's barely talks. Tech barely talks. Yeah. Hunter's the main character, pretty much. Wrecker's the one to go.
Wrecker's the one to go. That's what I said last week. Yeah. If you want to draw the most, oh no, Wrecker. It has to be Wrecker.
Yeah,
it has to be Wrecker.
Yeah,
because he has that close relationship with Omega. Like they're like brother and sister.
Yeah, they are. Now I am sad. No, I didn't think about it enough.
Omega would be devastated.
I didn't think about Omega.
That's the way to write it.
The
way they're building them up as close.
Like close. Too. Oh,
if I'm the writer, I'm gonna make y'all love their relationship and then wrap it.
Omega's gonna be. I'm sad for Omega. I'm sad for Omega.
She's a cartoon character.
Okay. You have to get into it, Dad. There are no cartoon characters. This is real.
It's real.
Okay.
It's real. Yeah.
Well, I think that's it for
Bad Batch. So ratings.
Y'all have anything else for Bad Batch? Let us know now because we're about to move on.
Ratings for
Bad Batch episode
10.
I like this one more than others, so 7.5. Like I give it
8.
Give it an 8.
I give it 8.
Like this one was more enjoyable.
This is the only one I give an 8 to.
Oh really?
Yeah, I'll give it 8. It was solid.
Yeah, this one. Yeah,
it's good information. I like it. It furthers the story. You learn some things about everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Omega wasn't the one that got stolen this time.
Finally.
Yeah.
Finally. I thought she was gonna steal a ship and go.
Oh, you think so?
I thought she was gonna do that. I was like, please don't do that.
Like, just stay.
Just don't do
just
typical,
listen. Can one kid in a show listen?
You know.
Listen to the story, right?
Anyway.
Okay, so that's it for Bad Batch. I'm gonna try this again, but we're gonna move on to movie news. I really think this might be broken.
Maybe it is.
I am going to change this to red. Just imagine red, guys.
The movie news.
Yes.
But before we move to movie news, though, we got to talk about the theory on.
Well, this is going with movie news.
WandaVision theory.
WandaVision theory.
End credit scene.
Oh yes. Let me add this to the list. The WandaVision theory. I cannot. But yeah, but before we get into WandaVision theory, before we get into movie news, remember that super chats are on, and if you do a super chat, we will write your name on these PWI letters. We already got 4 names, so we're getting there, guys. So actually, now I've taken it back. I've taken back the theory. Let me give you the scenario. So, Endgame, Marvel has put out a new end credit scene for Wanda at the end of the last episode, so end of episode 9. They added more trees, but then you see this figure, like this reflective. Now that I say it, it's so dumb. But people got into it. You see this reflective little figure that moves across the screen. It moves across the screen, and it slowly,
So let me set this up for you guys.
Leia
Leia calls me, Dad, did you see what Marvel did with the end credit scene for WandaVision? Did you see it, Dad? So I said, no, Leia, what are you talking about? Yeah, you have to watch this TikTok. They changed the end credit scene, and if you watch it, there's this figure moving across the screen. So I watched the TikTok, and I was like, Leia, this is like a smudge. Like literally a smudge, or a camera flare, or something they've changed. That compression, it could even be compression. It could be a compression problem that they changed, moving across the screen, and the internet went crazy as if.
But it's illegal to do that as a Marvel studio, as one of the biggest studios. It's illegal to make a mistake because you know that people will snatch it and take it and run.
People are like, this is Doctor Strange, which makes no sense.
Someone said Silver Surfer.
No sense.
That was the two. Those are the two.
And Vision. Some people say it might have been Vision, which I could see Vision because he is transparent, right?
Right.
But why would he need to be transparent? I'm coming to see Wanda. So that's debunked.
Yeah.
Then the whole Doctor Strange thing. Doctor Strange opens doors with his finger.
He's flying down. No, but let me explain it.
He opens time-space continuum. He just walks through it. That's debunked. Silver Surfer, we have no inkling of him even being in this. He's a Fox property. So that's debunked. We're not going to introduce Silver Surfer in the end credit scene like
of a WandaVision. Yeah, I know. Wait, you have to just get into it just for a second.
Hey, I'll get into it if the theory is logical.
That's rude to make a mistake like that.
First of all, Marvel wasn't expecting y'all to be running back to the end credits and catching this so quickly.
There's people worse than me that we rewatch all the time.
Frame by
frame.
frame.
People are like, wait, this is different. Like I've watched this already 15 times, and this is the 16th time. And
if you had never told me about it, and I watched it again, I would have never caught it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even notice that they added trees.
But people saw it on TikTok. And the thing is, what it is an actual editing error. Someone proved it. They showed, and they were like, here it is on After Effects, guys. The person on the window, one of the windows in the original cut was distracting. And so they cut it out. They masked it out to make it black. And they forgot to mask it out in every other frame. And so that's why it looks like that until you get to that scene, and then it's gone. Because that's why it stays the same shape no matter the distance.
Yeah, I didn't need somebody to tell me that, Dad, because it made no sense.
But when you get into it, you just, the
internet lost its mind. They were talking about it for a week.
Yeah. Because it's like, what does this mean? Because we've been wanting Mephisto. We've been wanting these extra things. Maybe it's a different Agnes. I don't know.
It's Agnes all along. No, it was a mess. So I'm glad that was cleared up.
Yeah.
I'm not hearing any more things about it. Good job to whoever did the After Effects and all that. So now we can move on. And there is no additional stuff to the end credit scene of
WandaVision. Just the trees, guys. That's the
trees. All right.
Now, moving on to the Spider-Man trailer might be coming out soon. And the thing is, I think that it's coming out soon, and it's going to come out after Loki. So this is kind of a theory that's also going on TikTok, that the trailer for Spider-Man is going to come out after Loki ends because it deals with, the multiverse. And the thing is, it's already December. How do we not have a teaser trailer or any They
put something out today.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that too. We're going to talk about the thing that they came out with today. But yeah, it's kind of weird. How have you not come out with a teaser trailer or any kind of trailer? Something, even a poster. I don't think they have a poster for this yet either. For this movie. So they're like, it has to be after this show, because with Loki, when he went to get pruned, he saw all these different variants.
Oh,
of
remember
himself.
when they did that with Endgame too? They didn't have any of the trailers, and then after Endgame, they start showing deep trailers. Before they were doing little clips with Spider-Man, because we needed to see the end of Endgame before they could show us these. Also, it would have been spoiled.
It would have spoiled it. Yeah. So as you saw at the end credit scene of Loki, he saw 4 different variants of himself. So that might be the same for Tom Holland or for Peter Parker, where he's gonna end up seeing himself in different forms. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So they're like, we can't show these trailers until you've watched Loki.
Yeah. They're supposed to be the other Spider-Mans, but I don't know. We'll see what happens there. Yeah.
That's the thing. I'm not gonna have any hope with these Spider-Mans. Tom Holland, Tobey Maguire's gonna come in for 3 seconds.
We don't know that.
No, I'm not. I don't even want it. The thing is, I don't want to have any hope.
There's gonna be some conversation happening for sure.
No, it's gonna be like, hey, dude.
No, they're gonna talk about something like, whoa, what are you doing here? Or, hey, what are you got my face, or you're wearing my suit or something.
But I don't want that. I don't want like a, oh my gosh, what's happening? No, I want y'all working together.
I think it's gonna be a little more than that.
I want it to be more than that, because in the Miles Morales Spider-Man game, and the first like 10 minutes of it, Spider-Man, Peter Parker, and Miles Morales are working together. They have a good like fight scene in the beginning, and then Peter's like, okay, you got this. I have to go somewhere or whatever, but you can protect the city, right? And Miles is like, okay, I got it. I would like something like that where, okay, we have a scene where they're all fighting together, but then they're like, I gotta go back to my timeline.
Yeah,
or
I think there'll be a little something. I don't think they're gonna tease the fans with some 3-minute cameo for both those guys. I think there'll be something. Obviously, it won't be them fighting. It'll just be a CGI Spider-Man.
Yeah. That's fine.
But you're gonna see some conversation, something happen. Like, go get him, kid. Something like that. It's been Tobey Maguire's
20 years,
old man
almost 20 years. So like 16.
Yeah, he's gonna be an old man. Right
17 years. That's crazy.
2020. It was 2021.
It was 2002 actually.
2002.
2002 was the second movie. So it had to be 2000. So it had been 20 years. Yeah.
No, it was after 9/11. I remember that.
Yeah, so 2002, you think 2002 was episode 1?
I think so.
It was No, it wasn't. It was before, because the Twin Towers were still in the
It was only in the trailers. It was never in the movie.
Spider-Man. Oh, it was in the trailer. Yeah, it was in the trailer.
And they took it out because of what happened with 9/11.
Okay, Spider-Man, the movie. You know what I'm talking about?
See, 2002.
2002, yeah.
Yeah, 2002.
That was part 1. So yeah, that's
the
crazy.
only reason why I remember, because I
19 years.
remember the trailer with the Twin Towers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been 19 years. So yeah, we'll see what happens.
That's crazy. How old is he? Why isn't he the number 1 person? Where is Toby?
I don't know.
What? I just want to know how old he is. I think he's like 40.
Oh, he was right there. You missed him.
Oh. 46.
Yeah. Yeah, he's good.
It's crazy.
He come back and do his thing, and then Andrew Garfield. That's a nice little image right there with the 3 of them.
Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield will reportedly wear their classic Spider-Man costume.
All rumors, of course. We don't know if they're going to be in it.
That'd be awesome. Because Andrew Garfield has the best suit. Period.
Yeah.
Best suit.
No, in Morbius, have you seen the trailer for Morbius? You haven't seen the trailer for Morbius?
No.
You need to watch it.
It's a new trailer?
So in the trailer for Morbius, at the end of the trailer, you see, what's his name? The Vulture.
Oh, okay. No,
what's his name?
I've seen that. Michael Caine.
Michael Caine.
Wow.
Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton.
You see him walk up to Morbius and say, "Hey, kid."
I've seen that.
But if you look between the 2 of them as they're talking, Spider-Man's on the wall as a graffiti.
Oh.
The Tobey Maguire Spider-Man.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, I have to look into it.
Craziness
I
is
have
going.
to look into it because you have to analyze.
Multiverse of madness.
I think so. And he's 46. If what's his name? The guy with the name Tom Hiddleston is in his 40s. Hugh Jackman did it till his 50s, and Tom Cruise did it till he's 50s.
But Tobey Maguire has serious back injuries. He has.
I don't care. Sorry. I'm so horrible. No, I do care.
He has serious back issues. Yeah, for years.
Because of Spider-Man?
No, before that, he had something wrong with his back. During Spider-Man 2, he couldn't even do stunts. He could barely walk.
I couldn't tell.
Nobody could.
Great. Yeah. So that means that they bring in the stunt doubles, just do your lines, and then the stunt doubles would like be there, and there you go.
Yeah. We shall see.
don't replace him, do a different type of Spider-Man, or don't do like a dub face of Toby.
No, he's gonna be in it, and then so is Andrew. Garfield.
No, I mean, in like if they were to put him in Morbius.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
Don't do any of those.
I don't know.
But yeah, that's that with the with my trailer theory.
Mm-hmm.
And then we also, yes, we do have the Spider-Man suits have been revealed for this. So I'll show it to y'all as well. Window, this one. This one? Yes. There we go. So here we have, oh, that's wrong one. This one. So yeah, we have the suits revealed, guys, of what it's going to be like. So here it's in a pop, like the little toys. Yeah. But
look at the chest though.
Yeah, like what is that? It's like a spider thing.
That's the arc reactor.
Leave this guy alone, Dad. Are you serious? Is that the arc reactor?
That's an arc reactor.
Why do you need the arc reactor? You're fine. Your heart is fine. Leave. What's his name? Tony Stark in the past. We love him. We love Tony. But it is time to leave. We're going to a new generation.
I'm just saying.
Are you being serious?
Doesn't that look like an arc reactor?
But it has like a spider on it.
I think
it has a spider web on it.
I think,
but it's also on his hand too.
I think that's energy blast coming out.
That's trash. That's trash. So we have another Iron Man.
Doesn't mean that's what this suit's gonna look like.
No, Dad.
It doesn't mean this is what the suit's gonna look like, Claire. But that looks like an arc reactor to me.
Wow, I didn't even think of it like that.
Yep. I'm not saying it is, but that's what it looks like to me.
Here we have Doctor Strange. So Doctor Strange is definitely in the movie.
Yeah.
And he has a shovel. So
he's probably at the end.
What is he shoveling? And then he has like worker boots on. So like, yeah, maybe he's at the end. Like, what is he digging?
He probably comes to, hey, Peter, I need you or something.
But what is he digging up? Why would you put a shovel in working boots?
I don't know, man.
Is he digging something up or is he burying someone? Who could die in this?
And Spider-Man?
Like, why would he bury them?
Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe he's digging something up.
What would he dig up? I'm trying to like think of something that's been buried.
The book that Wanda has?
You think she buried it? I don't think Wanda's gonna show up in this.
No, Wanda's not gonna be in this movie.
But yeah, that's interesting. He has like a shovel. Well, I really wish that this would go away. Like, anyways. There it goes.
Was Mary Jane?
Yeah, Mary Jane. So this is Zendaya. Mm-hmm. Cool outfit, I guess. The guy, Flash Thompson. And then this like suit, which I don't know. Like, I don't know what this is.
What, the black suit Spider-Man?
But no, this is different. It's black suit. He has like the gold on it. I don't know what the design is. Yeah. I don't know what the design is, but it's nice.
That could be Toby.
Black and gold. But no, in the news report, they're going to have their original suits or whatever.
Yeah.
But if it was this, it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
He did have the black suit in episode 3, but it was like all black.
Yeah.
But yeah, that one's cool. And they have this toy here as well, which looks like a regular suit, but it does have the gold in it. So it looks like an Iron Spider. They're going to go off the Iron Spider situation. But he does have the arc reactor there.
No, he doesn't.
So, and then here's the black version. But people are talking about, here's the black version, but he has red.
Maybe it's, what's his name? I think because this looks like the same person. That could be Tom Holland in the black suit as well.
Tom Holland? Yeah. Or you mean Tobey Maguire?
No, Tom Holland.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that these are all Tom's suits.
Yeah, could be.
And so people were like kind of confused, like, why does he have red stuff here, but then on this one, it's black, you know?
This is too much digging.
I will say it for the 30th time. This is serious. Why does he have red here and then black here? Explain.
I have no clue, Leia.
Okay, so these are interesting suits. I like the black one. I like the black and gold. It's interesting. And then they have... Wait, Is
that Nick Fury?
Yeah. Oh, wait, this is old. It has to be old because this has Mephisto on it.
That's old. Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, this is No Way Home, though.
Mysterio, you mean?
Mysterio, that's what I meant to say.
Could Mysterio be back in it?
I mean, technically he could be because He's like, he had that little newscast where he's like,
but he's dead.
Spider-Man is still alive. Is he dead? Did we see him die? Did we see him get buried and chopped up and burned?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. Unless we see him in dusted pieces.
Even dusted. We've seen dusted, Dad.
That's true.
We've seen dusted.
And they're back.
So
yeah, you're right.
And then Nick Fury is here, but is this a Skrull Nick Fury or is this a?
Don't do the Skrull Nick Fury again. Let's do the real Nick Fury.
Yeah. What are these things? Oh, this is just regular Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Because Falcon's in there. Oh my gosh.
So I don't know, Leia.
Vulture, I mean.
I guess the toys have revealed a lot.
Yeah. Let's hide this now. There we go.
Okay.
Yeah, the toys revealed a lot. They kind of give us a little bit of a little insight of what's gonna happen. I still want Daredevil.
What is Spider-Man again?
December 20 something.
Jeez, in December?
Yeah, Dad, but you're saying like, oh, geez, into December? Black Widow, Shang-Chi, Eternals.
Black Widow is next week.
I know. So, yeah, sorry. Did you feel that?
Jeez, you all right?
The tickets, Dad.
You need some water?
No, the tickets, Dad, okay? We need to buy tickets right now or like after we're done with this thing because I was looking at it on a Tuesday, there was nobody there. Even on a Saturday, there was nobody there. But now we need to get it because people are going to be like, okay, I remember that Black Widow's coming out. This is, Dad, if we sit, I will wait. We cannot sit at the bottom. We can't sit at the top. We need to be at
H.
row J. Is it H?
That was H.
It was J.
H-I-J-K. Is it H or J?
We'll look at it. It's either H or J.
That's how long we haven't been to the movies.
No, usually we would know. It's
our
like
spot.
J15. Like we would know our spot. So it needs to be in that middle, nice
sweet
row.
spot.
Dolby, guys, Dolby.
There's an end credit scene too. A mid-end credit.
Oh, really?
Scene. Yeah.
Oh, why?
I heard it's really good.
Don't tell me.
I don't know what it is. How would I know? Don't tell me. Look, I've seen the movie.
I'm excited. I'm excited.
I don't know.
Yeah, I gotta be dressed up. What am I gonna wear?
Wear your Spider-Man hat.
Wear my Spider-Man hat. I don't know. I gotta be dressed up.
Wow. Anyway.
Okay, I think that's it, guys. We've been talking for an hour. If you have any other things that you have to say them now. We also have super chats on. Don't forget. We really like this episode of Loki. Bad Batch was really good, and also
Loki, we like it. Dad joke.
And the movie news. If you have any other movie news that you want us to talk about, let us know as well. I think that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it. Let's go watch Fast 9.
Fast 9. Yes. All right. See y'all. When Dwayne Johnson grabs a helicopter with
I know.
with a chain
and holds it. And holds a helicopter.
The thing is, Marvel has thousands of my dollars already.
Got you.
Thousands.
You were got.
Because I'm already years from now. I'm still going to be watching.
They got you.
They got me from
It's
2008.
inevitable.
Okay.
They can't even stop. You can't even stop that train right now.
What is Tarkin's goal right now with this new group?
So Tarkin, of course, is in charge of the entire Imperial force. Him and Darth Vader are equals.
Yeah, where's that Vader?
Well, you know.
Oh wait.
Well, don't forget now, Vader this is just after Order 66. So, oh man, how cool was it?
Yes. She blows up the TVA, right? And we get a bunch of different timelines, which I'm gonna go over because there's a bunch of different ones that we actually recognize. So let's start with one of them. It's because 2020 we had nothing. You know how hard, Dad? Let's really talk about this. You know how hard it was to get through 2020? I've had something Marvel, something superhero since I was 8. Every year since I was 8.